Alright folks, hello there. So I just came up with like two new cool champion combinations. This combination Nami and Pantheon on bot lane, it's quite interesting actually, right? So I seen it actually from a TikTok video and I wanted to present it on YouTube as well, right? So I'm gonna show you guys the synergy between Nami and Pantheon, right? So here's the thing with Nami, right? She has her E. If she casts her E on a Pantheon while he has full stacks of his passive, Pantheon will instantly proc that E just because when he W's in, he auto attacks really quickly for 3 times, which allows her to proc electrocute and her E instantly, which is a good synergy. Side of that, Pantheon has a point and click W stun. It has 600 range, around the same range as an AD carry does have, their attack range, right? So it's kinda hard to just outspace it, except if you're Caitlyn, right? Then again, the other synergy is that when Pantheon stuns for 1 second, Nami can connect up her Q really easily. This ability has a 0.25 cast time, and after 0.726 it lands, right? Which is like around 0.9 it's around like 0.95, around 1 second basically, right? Around 1 second it arrives, so it simply means that the bubble is not really dodgeable if you are stunned for 1 second, right? Then again, Nami provides mobility, which allows Pantheon to space in more easily with his W. It allows him to get more movement speed, 90 movement speed, quite a lot. It's even doubled by her ultimate, so that just simply means that Pantheon has a better disengage, which is really good, and a better engage. So Pantheon gets caught. Right now, if he does not get self-slowed, which is really good, because Nami is passive and her slows, and even her slows are kinda good to disengage, because when Pantheon is, aside that you can move backwards, you also deal damage with your E, which simply means that you're gonna slow people down, and it's a simple way to escape, right? What you can also do to escape, you can W somebody, Nami bubbles them, and you run away, right? So really good at engaging, disengaging, and after stunning people for 2.5 seconds, right? 2.5 seconds, you heard me correctly. If they don't have tenacity, of course, right? Which most of the AD carries they don't build, except Samira, right? So her Q is 1.5 seconds, right? Pantheon's W is 1 second, which is 2.5 seconds. So basically, you have a Malzahar ultimate in here, because you can point and click chain up these abilities, right? It's a decent combination, of course. Also, after that, you can throw in an ultimate as Nami. It knocks up for 0.5 seconds, and estimated 0.5 seconds, of course. Then there will be a slow as well if it's not enough. So for 3 seconds, a champion is unable to do anything, and then it's even slowed, so good luck escaping, right? Now how their laning phase goes, level 1, level 2, you generally don't wanna do much, unless if they are really weak early game champions, right? Like Azrael, Yumi, something like that, something that's weak early on, then probably can do some type of level 1 cheese, right? But ideally this combination comes online after level 2, level 3, and after level 2, level 3, it's generally easier to fight, right? Now the other interesting combination I have in here is Tahm Kench, right? Tahm Kench and Jhin. Now there are many synergies in here, right? Let's go to the abilities, right? So from one hand, Tahm Kench's Q, right? It slows for 50%, which allows you to W in, or it allows Jhin to connect his W way more easily, right? And if Jhin hits his W, you can W in, and most likely you're gonna pick up a kill with the Jhin, right? That's a good way to play it out, of course. What else you can do with this combination is that if I scroll down, Tahm Kench has the Devour, which can be used in at least 2 ways. He can eat either an allied, which is really good for Jhin because it makes him invulnerable. It gives Tahm Kench speed. He can even W out to get him out of a sketchy situation. So it's a really good champion to peel a a champ like Jin that's low on mobility, right? Aside of that, what's more tricky that you can do with this champion, Jin can stack up his E in a bush, right? And more than often, especially in lower ranks, people won't realize that that Tamkench wants to eat somebody, then he throws that support or the AD carry, depends which one you can, right? It can be a support, it can be an AD carry, because most likely they are dead anyways, right? So it can be anything, right? Now your point with Jin is stack up your E, right? Tamkench stacks up his passive on somebody. Hopefully you can devour, you can even W in to secure that ultimate, right? And then what will happen, Jin, he will spit it out, the enemy AD carry or the support, right? And right after that, what happens, Jin will W the target. He can time your W in the sense that as soon as Tamkench spits it out, he gets rooted, the target gets rooted, right? Because Jin's W has like a 0.25 cast time, right? And Tamkench's ultimate, when he hits an enemy target, how much does this last? Let's check it up again. Like 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds, right? If the target is an enemy, Devour can be only cast on with 3 stacks, right? After 1 second, Devour can be recasted, and how much does it last? Do we know it? There's lots of details in here. It has lots of details apparently. Cast time. Swallows the target champion for 3 seconds, so 3 seconds even if it's an enemy champion, right? Which means that you will probably have enough time. Of course you're gonna place your traps as Jin in a close bush, so Tamkench will have enough time to spit the target into your traps. And here's the thing, you gotta have a really good timing on your W on Jin, because as we can see, Jin's W, as I said before, has a 0.75 cast time, right? We all know that it has a cast time, which simply means that when Tamkench ults somebody, you gotta learn the timing, of course. So when Tamkench ults somebody for 3 seconds, right? Then when Tamkench reaches like the 2.25 seconds, 2.25 seconds expired, right? It means that it's time to W, right? And then you can chain it up correctly, in the sense that the guy can't move out, he can dash out, he can't flash out, he will be stuck there, and that's extremely good for us, because then he will just die to the traps, right? That's extremely good. And this is especially good to do if the enemy jungler ganks, and we can even like kill him in a tricky way, right? So like this is the combination, and when 2.5 seconds of Tamkench's R expires, you just basically cast your W, right? But it's something you got to practice and get hang of it, of the timing, of course, right? As well, like Tamkench won't, so Tamkench will spit out the target a little bit forward, so not where he is right now, just a bit outwards, right? When he spits somebody out, so he can spit people even through a wall. So that simply means that it will be a bit forward, so Tamkench needs to position in a way that he spits right into the traps, the enemy champion, of course, right? So yeah, like I would say these are fun, these are decent champion combinations. You can probably try them out in ranked if you practice them a little bit. Really good aggressive champion combinations. Most of the people won't even know like what to do against it, right? It will really surprise them. So that's it for now.